So when you see a situation where a player and a receiver, it's always a player and a receiver because that's the guy who got to get him the ball. So if a receiver's career starts to dwindle down, it's because him and his quarterback has fallen out of communication and they fight. You know, you knew when Brady and Moss had problems when Randy Moss went a game without a catch and he only was thrown to one time. That's Randy Moss. There's definitely some problems. So now you look at somebody who they drafted who was very young when they drafted him, brought him into the circle and said, you know what? You know, this is the guy we trust. We want to bring you in. We want you to be the guy. You know, they had high hopes for Benjamin when they drafted him. It was a good decision. He got a big target to throw to. Everybody was like, oh, this is going to be crazy. Kelvin Benjamin and the man right there, they're going to put Kelvin Benjamin in there with, man, it's going to go down. It is about to go down. He came in the league his first year, coming out of Florida State. He weighed 243 pounds, 6'5", from Belle Glade, Florida. Everybody was like, oh, this guy here, he gonna be something. Then he goes in, you know, they weigh everybody. He weighs in at 276 pounds, the second camp. He gets injured his rookie year. He had a decent year, got hurt. Cam won MVP that year. And when Cam is trying to teach him things on the court, on the field that he should know, it's obvious that Cam Newton knows what he's doing. I'm not going to say Cam is the most accurate passer in football. He does make mistakes on the field, a lot of them. But let's be realistic here. Kelvin Benjamin was not in shape to play football, mentally and physically. And the mental part of it is what broke him down. And the Buffalo Bills is what, did all this stuff. But, they were not happy with what just happened. But the fact is, he just buried his mom, so he's not in a good mind state to be out here making statements, so that's another thing. But Cam won MVP without you being on the field to make that happen. So when Cam made the webcam response telling this man to work, that's exactly what he meant. But Kelvin Benjamin, who came in out of shape and was trying to play himself in shape, that's how you get hurt. Now, this is a guy who just came off of losing his mom. People just remember the one thing he said. He was like, this is his actual quote. I'm gonna read it to you guys. I felt like I wouldn't have even I would have been even more successful if, I don't know, man, if I would have, looking back on it, if I would have just been drafted by somebody else. I should have never went to Carolina, truly. I just think Carolina was bad for me. It was a bad fit from the get-go. If you would have just put me with any other quarterback, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Any other accurate quarterback like Rodgers, Eli Manning, or Big Ben, anybody. Quarterbacks with knowledge that know how to place a ball and give you a better chance to catch the ball. I just feel like I wasn't in that position. So when he went that way route that he just did, it got turned into a negative. And it went from a guy who was lashing out rather than a guy who was looking to blame everybody else instead of a guy who lost his mom and he just went off, because he doubled down. He was like, everybody was like, man, you crazy. He was like, I'm just crazy then. I was the one who buried my mom and skipped the grievance process to get back and help that team. Let's be real. It was all fake. And to be honest, I was salty. Who wouldn't be? I just been holding it all in and now I'm free. Hate me or love me. So he was mad about the situation. But you a Buffalo now. You a Buffalo Bill. Make the most of it. Like they say, man, just work. His mom passed away and then he came back to play. Now he missed the entire 2015 campaign because of a torn ACL, and his involvement in the offense faded during the past 2 years. He recorded 32 catches and 8 contests with Carolina. He was traded last season before, because he was coming into camp 280, out of shape, and he's trying to play himself into shape, and he was looking like crap. If you look at the tape and look at him on the field, he looked like crap. In June, he informed the Panthers that he wanted to leave. He wanted to get moved. He didn't want to be there no more. And he was like, I didn't want to be there no more. Nah, I just felt like they weren't featuring me no more. I wasn't their number one, but I wasn't getting my number one targets if I was their number one. So Brandon Beane, who previously worked in Carolina, admitted the receiver wasn't a good fit with the Panthers. And that's Brandon Beane. He used to be in the front office in Carolina before he became the general manager of the Buffalo Bills. And he's like, I don't think it was a perfect marriage at the time. And there was a lot of reasons in that. There's a lot of avenues for blame. I know when he's healthy what he can do. And you can't coach size, length that he has, and that's a weapon to defend. So they're trying to blame it on his health. But you're not helping yourself when you come in out of shape. You're not helping yourself when you come in every summer and trying to work off all this weight and you're using the season to try to get in shape. And Cam's putting the ball where you think that you should be able to jump to catch it, and you're not coming down with the ball. You're not winning on the line. You're not getting separation. You're not helping your quarterback. So if you're not doing your part of helping your quarterback, well, we'll see what happened in Buffalo. This should motivate you to really be successful. So we'll see how it plays out from here. But he should really have a breakout monster year. We should really see what happens. So anybody want to blame Cam? Cam got on his thing and said, he's like, just work, dog. You see me? I'm working. Cause he's basically talking on the subject we doing. He on the cam. He like, man, I ain't finna talk negative about you, bro. I'm finna go back and forth with you, man. Just work. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'm out.